Hey besties, it's Chrissy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about what it means when a man is willing to invest in his woman and when he actually does invest in his woman, and what it means when a man does not invest in his woman. Is she even his woman though? That's my question. This is not necessarily about a man being rich or being poor, but is he generous in what he does to you? Does he show you that he is interested in what you're interested in? That he's interested in you being your best self? That he's interested in showing you that he can be a provider for you and things of that nature. We're going to get into this video. I did not watch all of these videos all the way through, but once I watch them with you guys, I'm going to come back with some commentary and I'll let you know how I feel. And let me know if you agree with anything or disagree in the comments.
My boyfriend doesn't give me any money. Not me, but, some of you. If this is happening to you, then call the emergency services. If you are being treated this way, get the hell out of that relationship. Why would you want to be with a broke man? Ugh. Sometimes they're not even broke, they're just not generous, and that's even worse.
If you don't want to spoil it, you probably don't like the girl. Why don't you want to spoil the girls you like? Do you know what I mean?
So if a guy's not spoiling you, he doesn't like you.
Within his means. If within his means, let's say he has £20 and he doesn't want to be buying you £5 things every time he gets that £20. He doesn't want to buy you that £5. He has 20k. He doesn't want to keep getting you that 5k Von Cleef, that quick. If he's not that guy that wants to do that for you,
I'm not like yeah.
You're not particularly in his fancy,
agree,
bro.
you know,
Do you know
I actually
personally, because
agree.
I wouldn't even think about the money when it comes to spending on certain people, because I'm like, yeah, no, I want to see you receive that, and I just want to see you enjoy it.
If your man hasn't sent you money to go get your nails done, your hair done, or anything you've been wanting to get done in a while, if he hasn't sent you money for that this weekend, get on to him. That is not your man. He should be sending that without you having to ask or bring it up again if you already brought it up once.
There are way too many entitled females here on TikTok.
Breaking news, there are men that like to take care of their woman. Also, naturally, the feminine receives. So no, we are not entitled. We are simply feminine women that are with masculine men that want to make themselves more masculine and want to make us more feminine by investing into our appearance. They invest in it because they are the ones that are going to look at it. And because it makes you happy and makes you feel beautiful, putting you in your feminine energy. So in reality, this is more common than you think. The reason why you might feel so uncomfortable with it might be because you went through some sort of trauma. Maybe you've been let down in the past. Maybe you saw your mother be let down. And no shade to you, because we've all gone through that. We've all felt undeserving of receiving. I would recommend every girl that feels this way to work on it as soon as possible, because I don't want you guys regretting in 30 years that you did too much and didn't ask for it.
If he ain't did nothing for you in 90 days of y'all dating, that man ain't finna never do nothing for you. See, as men, the women we truly want in our lives, we provide for and we protect. A lot of these dudes gonna say, man, I ain't giving no chick nothing, man. I don't want to feel like no trick. Bro, you been dealing with her for 90 days. She been letting you hit it for 90 days. She been relieving your stress from being out in the world, slaying the dragon, cooking for you, doing all type of shit for you for 90 days. Acting like a girlfriend for 90 days. Acting damn near like a wife for 90 days. But you can't get her oil changed on her car. You can't get her a new set of tires. You can't help her out with her rent. You can't give her a couple of dollars just because. You can't get her no flour. If that man ain't doing enough for you within 90 days, and that's really pushing it, to be honest, ladies. 90 days, that man ain't finna never do nothing for you. Please cut that dude off. Don't waste your youth and your most beautiful fertile years on a man that can't do nothing for you. Don't do it, I'm telling you, because when you get older, these same dudes gonna be bitter as hell, trying to date all the young girls, you know what I'm saying, and go and get these passports and all this stuff. Like, I ain't even finna go down the rabbit hole. Don't waste your youth on the man. Don't waste your youth on a man that can't do nothing for you. Sorry, I'm here to tell you right now. And you hearing this from a man.
If a man is complaining about having to spend money on you, he doesn't like you. All right, it's really that simple. All right, men will drop $300 in a fantasy football league they never win, but then tiptoe around $9 shipping for your birthday gift and somehow still think they're romantic. If he's acting like buying you dinner is a favor, girl, leave. You're not a financial burden. You're just not his priority, and that's okay. That's okay. Because when a guy actually likes you, money disappears like it's Monopoly cash, right? He'll buy you flowers, food, matching hoodies, emotional stability. All right, maybe not that last one, but he's gonna try. He'll try to see if they're selling it in stores. You know, he'll research. All right. You know, I grew up in a house that counted pennies. I'm frugal by nature, but that went out the window when I met a girl I actually loved. Suddenly I was behaving like a very wealthy man when I had no business doing so, all right? So don't let a man convince you you're high maintenance just because he's low effort.
Ladies, I'm going to try and be as loving and respectful as possible when I say this, but if your boyfriend is only broke when it comes to spending money on you, then it's time to wake up, because that's not budgeting. That is prioritizing, and you made the bottom of that list. Because let's be honest, treating you like a clearance rack at TJ Maxx isn't because he's financially broke, it's because he's financially allergic to effort in your relationship. Right? Because he's not magically finding 200 extra bucks a week that he can lose on FanDuel. And he'll happily drop 50 bucks on a round of golf, smash 6 drinks, and a $14 glizzy that gives him chest pain, and he'll call it a great day with the boys. But then suddenly your birthday rolls around and he wants to keep things chill and low-key? Sounds like the only thing that's low-key is his contribution to that relationship. Because listen, men spend money on what they value. So if you're the area in his life that he's cutting back on, then congratulations, you're in the same place in that budget as that Netflix subscription that he forgot to cancel. So to answer the question, no, he is not just bad with money. He is just very precise about who and what he spends it on.
So my hot take for the day is that if a man isn't spending money on you outside of dates, he doesn't really like you. And obviously the ideal is him taking you shopping, him helping you out with your rent, him sending Apple Pay every now and then, right, to help you out and make you happy. But it could obviously be something less extravagant, like, hey, I noticed your Mac charger is getting old. I got you a new one. Or, hey, those gloves that you're talking about that weren't that warm, I got you a new pair. Or, I noticed you don't have a dash cam in your car. I want you to be safe. Here's a new dash cam. And so, again, it doesn't have to be extravagant, but something to show that he cares, he wants you happy, he wants you protected. And something the Wizard Liz said, who, if you don't know her, she's fantastic. She's on YouTube, TikTok, gives great advice on dating, self-worth, standards, etc. And something she said was, imagine how he would treat his celebrity crush if he went on a date with her. Imagine. And that literally changed everything for me in my mind, because he would treat the heck out of her, right? He would treat her really, really well. And so, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. Remember your standards, ladies. The rest will follow.
So you guys have been asking me, what is my take on men who are not willing to pay for the first date, men who want to go 50-50, men who are just not willing to spend money on women in general? And I'm just going to say this. I will never again partner with a man who's not willing to spend money on me. That is my God honest truth. Like, I will not partner with a man who's weird about money, who's weird about spending money on women, who's not willing to share his resources. I just won't do it. And it's not because like I want a provider, or because I want to marry rich, or because I don't want to work, or because I want to like financially depend on a man. It's more about the fact that a man's willingness to spend money on me reflects something deeper, and that deeper thing shows up in other areas of the relationship. And I can't quite explain it. But like, when I date a man who's not willing to spend money on me, I just don't feel valued or respected by him. I really don't. Like, I don't feel like he gives a shit. I kind of feel like he's not super invested in the relationship. And again, it's not because I take it personally that he's not willing to spend money. It's not that. It's that his unwillingness to spend money reflects something deeper that shows up in other areas of the relationship. And I'm not quite sure what that connection is yet, but that's just been my experience, right? Whereas a man who is willing to spend money on me, I feel respected by him. I feel respected. I feel valued. I feel cared for. I feel prioritized. Like, it has altered my brain chemistry forever, and I will just never go back, right? And in terms of like personality differences between men who are willing to spend money and men who are not willing to spend money on women, I've just noticed that men who are weird about spending money on women are just like really immature. Like, they're immature. They have low self-esteem. They don't tend to like women very much. They really don't. They tend to actually hate them. And this isn't just something I've noticed in my own dating life. It's just, I've also noticed this in the dating lives of my friends over the years. Like, I've just yet to meet like a grown man who respects women but isn't willing to spend money on them. And maybe y'all have met somebody like that, but I haven't, you know. Whereas a man who's willing to spend money on women, like, he tends to like women. He tends to respect women. He tends to respect the value of a woman in his life. You know what I mean? And a woman brings a lot of value to a man's life, in my opinion. And I I don't know what that connection is. And so like if you were my girlfriend, right, and you were sitting in front of me and you were like, I'm dating this guy who's like not willing to spend any money on me, I would tell you flat out that he doesn't give a shit. I would. Men who give a shit will spend their money on you. And this isn't really just about dating a rich man, right? Even broke men who give a shit will spend their money on you. You know what I mean? And like I've dated men who made 3 times as much money as me. They made 6 figures and they were still stingy and weird about spending their money on me, right? So this isn't about dating a rich man. It's about dating a man who on principle believes that he should be spending money on women, because there's something about that belief, that part of him that will show up in other areas of the relationship. And again, you guys can help me make this connection, but that's just been my experience, right? If he gives a shit, he'll spend his money on you. And I, you know what's weird is a woman told me this years ago. You know, and I didn't listen to her because she was older than me, and I was like, this is just some sexist nonsense. And she was like, a man who gives a shit about you will share his resources with you. He'll spend his resources on you. And I now that I'm a grown woman, I'm like, I understand that. The frontal lobe is developed. I'm putting this together now. And I would love to hear from you guys, like what that connection is. But personally, like I'll never date a man who's weird about money ever again. I'll never date a man who is not willing to spend his money on me ever again.
I don't care if you're married to him. If he's not paying your mortgage, your light bills, your car insurance, your car note, stop having sex with him. Sex is for providers. Sex is for men that can take care of you if you get pregnant. These bums will push you out there to work even until your 8th month of pregnancy to help them because they're unable to provide your every need. Don't sleep with him. Kick him out the house, put him on a couch. I don't care what you have to do, but men that cannot provide for you, your every need from head to toe, does not deserve your body. Your body is a blessing handcrafted by God. These devils don't deserve you.
Hi, babe. I just made it here to my lash appointment. Are you going to be able to sell me?
Oh, you didn't tell me about that. What's the amount gonna be?
Like 150?
Yes. Yes, my love.
Babe, I'm finished.
You are?
Yes.
How did it come out?
Beautiful.
Exciting, babe.
I love my lashes. They're so pretty. Babe, why do you always sell me 350?
Because I can.
But I asked you only for 150.
Well, I feel like if you're asking me, you may not have money. I don't want you to have, not have zero, like be at zero. If you need anything, whatever, like if you're stranded or you need something, I don't want you to be at zero, So that's why I do that. You don't tell me kind of like where you're at with stuff, so I don't really know. I just assume you may not have anything else. I don't know. Because you're paying bills and you're doing stuff, So.
Well, thank you. I like it when you do that. It makes me happy.
Good, man.
Don't brag about no nigga who ain't putting no money in your pocket. Don't post no nigga who ain't putting no money in your pocket. Don't do that. That's code number 1. My mama said if he can't pay a bill, that motherfucker can't chill. And your problem is a fucking bill. And quit being scared to ask that man for some shit. If he ain't scared to lay down and open your legs, you ain't scared to put your hand out and get a little money in there. Matter of fact, he could even cash up it to you. That's what. I'm not bragging about no man who ain't putting money on my cash and put money in my hand, taking me places. I'm not bragging them. I'm not posting them. I'm not doing none of that. You didn't deserve it. If I call you and see, I'm the type, I don't ask for nothing. I will get on the phone and start talking about my problem. If that man don't say, okay, well, let's figure it out, or how much is it, or if he just on the phone and my cash up don't ding by the time we get off the call, he don't like me. He don't like me. And that's just what it is. Like, I've seen too many women be like, yeah, I got this nigga, but then behind closed doors be asking for money. And I'm thinking to myself, wasn't you just bragging about that? Why the fuck that nigga didn't do it? Why that nigga didn't do it? Too many. Yeah, I'm fucking on this nigga. I'm about to go see this nigga. But do you got some gas money? Do I got gas money? For what? Well, I'm about to go see my nigga. If that motherfucker don't see you, that goddamn gas money, so you can go see that motherfucking nigga, bitch, I don't know what to tell you. Because he don't like you. He don't like you. Because mine gonna send me gas money to and from. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired of it.
Okay, so I watched this video with y'all. Remember that. So this is what I got from this video. Number one, money equals effort. Keep that in mind. No money, no effort, okay? Men spend money on what they value. If you find your man spending money on everything except for you, you can't get nothing out of him. He won't help you. He won't assist. He won't make life a little easier. He won't do this. He won't do that. And he especially won't spend no money. Baby girl, move on. That's for the next, okay? If a man isn't spending money on you outside of dates, he doesn't really like you. If you guys are only sitting down to eat, he's doing that. He's not really giving you a glimpse of provision. He's just doing something for the moment, and maybe you're a placeholder, but we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna keep on going, okay? A generous man is thoughtful. Remember that. A generous man can but doesn't have to give extravagant things. The point of a generous man is that he is generous. He gives out of the abundance of his heart. He gives out of his desire to make you happy. He gives because it makes him happy. And if he's not generous, like if he's stingy, it's because he's not happy. Stay away from a stingy man. That's all I got for you, okay? Do not partner with a man who does not share his resources. Again, if he is stingy or he doesn't have the means, what are you doing there? And last one, what man wouldn't want to spoil a woman they like? If there's a man in your life and he is tight-fisted, he's doing everything under the sun except for doing for you and giving to you and making your life easier, he doesn't like you. And I'm so sorry to say it, baby, but move on, okay? Okay, so it's not as if, like, I'm a millennial. So when I was growing up where I come from, there weren't a lot of women coming out the woodwork and telling you how a man is supposed to invest in you and that he's supposed to invest in you. It was so much taboo around men being generous. And just like back in the day, they were talking about gold diggers and they're still talking about it now. But how are you supposed to know if a man is going to be able to take care of a family if he won't even do nice things for you, if he's not a nice person, if he's tight-fisted, right? But let me tell you about my dating history. We're going to go there real quick, okay? When I was in my 20s and in my 30s, because I'm in my 30s still, but when I was in my 20s, just about everybody I dated was giving me things, okay? With exception of one, giving me things. When I tell you I was 20 years old, working at the mall, waiting tables, boys were crushing on me, bringing me coats, trying to give me jewelry, trying to give me shoes. I'm not thinking like nobody told me about, okay, dating for marriage. I just thought I was supposed to be dating, so I had it like that. I'm not playing with you. Okay, and now that my brain has rewired and I understand what's supposed to happen, listen, we all learn it. You know, we got to start somewhere, okay? I had it good and I still have it good. Thank God, okay? But the men who like you are going to be generous toward you. They're not going to be stingy. It is a red flag if they stingy or they never have it. Girl, just go somewhere. Rich men have means and broke men have means. A rich man will make it happen if he likes you, and a broke man will make it happen if he likes you. If he's middle class, if he likes you, he's going to make sure it's taken care of, that you're taken care of, that your needs are answered, okay? So don't stick around for somebody who's not sticking around for you. Do not be a pick me shit. Do not be a ride or die, okay? Get you somebody who likes you and who will do for you. And in return, obviously, we're girlies. We're going to do for them. We're going to give back to them. We're going to reciprocate. So for me, it's never about you do for me and I'm going to be stingy. No, I'm going to let you know that I care for you too, and that I appreciate your effort, and that I honor the time that you spend on me, and that you do invest in me. I'm not that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like my man, period, okay? So anyway, that's all I got to say. Be encouraged, girls. It's going to happen for you. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.